What's up, YouTube? It's Credit Guy Frank here, coming to you today with yet again another video. All right, so today is a very special video for my very special people. All right, so today I want to show you guys how you can literally live off of your credit and you ain't gotta do nothing. I'm talking nothing if you don't want to. All right, you don't have to work for nobody, you don't have to do anything. All right, so first things first, I want to start off by saying the same amount of time, once again, it takes you to build a CP is the same amount of time it takes you to build your personal credit. It's the same amount of time for you to also build a business, okay? It's literally the same amount of time. The only difference is, and why I like building businesses much more, is because on the business side you get more money. That's number one. It's a lot of different perks. It's a lot of different advantages you can have come tax time and things like that, the way you don't have to pay for this high gas. You don't have to do a lot of different things every time you go out to eat. It's a business expense, etc. Okay, so it will automatically upgrade your life in a substantial way, especially if you have the mindset of abundance, because everything around you will then be operating and moving just like you. All right, and that's super important to empower the leaders, especially you. I already know if you watching me, you watching this channel, I know you're the leader in your family. Okay, so with all due, let's get to it. Now, on the personal side, okay, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. This can also be done on any other side as well, okay? But specifically for the personal credit side is what we're gonna talk about. But like always, please guys, build a business, build big businesses at that, all right? Businesses are much more lucrative, and actually I use my business credit after I build my businesses, right? I use my business credit to acquire my Age Corporation, which is how I'm getting all of this, everything else, okay? I use my business to buy my Age Corp, all right? So everything is supporting each other. Now, let's get to it. So what I want you guys to do, all right? I want you guys to properly build out your personal credit, okay? So if you are one of those people who you need some negatives off of your credit, things like that before you begin to build up, because remember, you cannot have any negatives and build up. You can, but not over here, okay? It's too easy to get off, and you're gonna clean those off and you're gonna begin to build up your credit, all right? That's number one. Also, build it up properly in a way to where you're adding trade lines, and you're adding them in a way what's called a progressional file, okay? Meaning that your oldest trade line has a smaller amount of money and your newest trade line have a larger amount of money, okay? So once it's built up properly, you got the proper accounts, you have no negatives, you got good money behind it, right? And you got good age behind it. Now you're fully ready for funding. Then you can go to American Express, you can go to Bank of America, you can go to Navy Federal, you can go to Chase, you can go anywhere like that, and you can get big limit cards, okay? So for this video, I'm gonna be very modest. I'm gonna keep the numbers really low, and I'm gonna let you guys know how exactly you can live off of your credit and not have to do anything else. All right, so with all due, once again, let's get to it. All right, so let's say, for instance, it's built up properly and you have $50,000 worth of credit, okay, in credit cards, specifically credit cards. All right, what you want to do is you'll want to have $25,000 worth of credit cards posting on the 10th of April, and then you'll have another $25,000 cards, right, posting on the 25th. Okay, so you want to separate them to where you have an even amount of credit limit on one on the 10th and one on the 25th, which is 15 days apart. Okay, now why you want to do that is because you want to make it flexible to where you have money to spend and you're keeping everything organized. That's extremely important when you're dealing with credit, right? Organization is everything, right? So you want to have two different tiers to where, okay, I have 25,000 here, I have 25,000 here. Also, when you're calling the banks, because this is how you get them all on the same page. When you're calling the banks and putting those cards on one single date, you have to make sure you pick wisely, okay? That's why I chose 2 weeks between them, because you can only do this one time per year, all right? Only one time per year can you call up the bank and say, hey, well, you change my statement date to this date, okay? You can only do that once, all right? So make sure you got an even amount of credit limit, one on the 10th, one on the 25th. All right. So you got 25 over here, you got 25 over there. What you want to do is, let's say you spend $25,000 the first month you get it. Okay. So guess what? You can easily transfer the money from, if you spent $25,000 of money on the 25th, right? Now it's the 12th today, 14th, okay? You can take the money that's already came through from the statement date on the 10th and transfer it to the cards on the 25th, okay? You can literally transfer the money from the cards from the 10th to the 25th, and then you'll also cover the cost of the cards that are due date is on the 25th, okay? And I know you're like, well, okay, well, I can transfer the money over there, but isn't it gonna show bad debt on the other side? And that's what I wanna talk to you guys about, all right? Debt is not always bad. You got good debt, you have bad debt, okay? Strategy is extremely important. So if we're doing this method, you're literally doing this because we know that every 3 to 6 months, okay, especially if you're one of my students, really 4 and 5 months, like you're waiting too long, right? Every 3 to 6 months, you need to be going and calling for that increase, because that's the whole purpose that you're banking anyway. The whole purpose that you're dealing with a bank is so you can build a relationship with them. What better way to build a relationship with the bank is if they see that you're spending money, 20, 25,000, and putting it back, okay? They don't see like where the money went, where it's, you know, how it's come, right? They don't see any of that. All they see is withdraw and put back. That's all they need to see. So when they're going on their computer and they're looking at the data, they want to see, okay, how much of it are you spending and how much are you putting back? All right. And that's super, super, super important, because every 3 to 6 months we calling anyway and getting that increase. Okay. So that's a way where you can literally spend $25,000 every 3 months. $25,000 every 3 months, that's $8,000 a year. That's that's $8,000 every single month that you can spend, and getting increases every single time. Because once the statement date come up, you're gonna transfer that money, and I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you got 0% APR transfer. I don't care if you got QuickBooks. I don't care if you got Stripe account. All right, figure it out. Be strategic, okay? But that's literally a way to where you can transfer that money back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? And when you go to call, remember you spent $25,000 already, so your utilization is really at 50%, but they're never catching you because you're strategically moving your money back and forth, okay? For 3 months only, which is, you're only doing it 2 or 3 times, right? So what they're gonna see is you spent 20,000, 25,000, and you put it back. So what's gonna happen when you go into the bank and they see that, and then boom, what do you think they're gonna do? You get more money. If you can manage spending 20,000 and putting it back every single month, you're gonna definitely get way more money. That 20,000 is gonna go to probably 75,000, but we're gonna be real modest like we always do, and that 20,000 is gonna go to 50,000. All right, so this is a key way that you can scale up quick. And also when you're at 80,000 and things like that, 50,000 across the board, you just doubled up. Now it makes it a lot easier to do, and every single 3 to 6 months, your spending habits can actually go up another 8,000 a month. Okay, so if you don't want to do nothing at all, I'm talking about nothing at all, that is the strategy that you need to be taking. You need to spend all of your money to figure out how in the world that you can make sure your credit is clean, so you can then build up your credit, so you can then use that strategy to literally be financially free. And $8,000 starting off a month, that's enough for you to pay your bills, get extra stuff, make sure all the kids good, all that good stuff. $8,000 a month. If you broke off $4,000 every 2 weeks, you probably should be, okay? And you watching this channel, so you shouldn't be broke. I already know. But it is a great strategy for you, somebody close to you, if you want to use it. Don't let it cripple you though, because I want you guys to build big businesses. It's not as hard as you think. It's very easy to get capital. I don't care if the economy is up. I don't care if it's down. It's very easy to get capital, all right? There's a lot of different strategies I offer. I got trade lines, some of the cheapest trade lines that you've ever seen in your life. docs required and no docs required. Also, I also have personal credit consultations, CP consultations, business consultation, and age corp consultations as well. Okay, they all come with PDF files. Also, every single week, like I mentioned in my last video, every single week I'll be giving a free consultation away to the person who's been commenting the most, liking, subscribed, of course, right, and sharing my videos. We've been growing on this channel. I want to keep it up continuously, keep growing, because that's going to give me the motor to give you guys more content. And as you guys send information, also send different things or comment below on different things, different videos that you want me to make for you, and who knows, I might just pick that and drop that video catered to that category. All right, so it's Credit Guy Frank here, coming to you today with another video, man. Let's get money, let's go. It's springtime, it's already getting warm, so hopefully you guys already checked up a bag. Boom, man, we out.